doing at the moment is registering a point cloud using the new software and new tool. So what we're doing now, it's just pre-processing. I will show you how to do one of the projects and see how that goes. So at the moment, it has registered the two point clouds together, and it's a lot clean cut. So the way I've done it is in each room, I've done a scan, but it's with some slight overlaps on each one, so that we can do a cloud-to-cloud registration. So what I'm doing at the moment is going to be merging these 2 point clouds because I've just done a registration. What I'm going to do is do the last room. As you can see, this room is not fully detailed. And what I'm going to do is go into point cloud mapping, FJD Trion, and then I'll do corridor to living room. Now I'm going to do is select the file because I've named them while doing the scan. So I'll press create. And what it's going to do is going to import the scan into the project objects. And what I'm going to do now is once it's loaded is try to do a registration of them. They are fairly quick and simple based on the features that you can see within the room. Hence, that's why you need to do a bit of an overlap between the scans. Right, two files will be inserted, a trajectory and a living room. We don't need the trajectory one. So what I normally do is move it into this folder. And if I switch one of them, you'll just see one of the scans, which is the room that we're looking at. What I normally like to do is look at them on orthographic review. So click here, so it's all straight and lined up. Now you'll see that I have actually done an overlap with the corridor of the property. So you can see it's got some corridor there. So what I'm going to do is let's go back to the top view. Switch on the other one. So you'll see there's been a overlap over here. So now because it's twisted, what we're going to do is do a registration of the two projects. We'll click and hold shift, select the two items, then the registration portal will be open. What we'll do then is select three points that are common between the two. What I like to do is select the corners of the ceiling. It doesn't need to be fully exact, but at least have a decent amount of coverage. So ideally, let's put 4 for this, and you can see there's 4 corners that I've selected, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I'm going to do is switch this off, go to the other one, and I might need to rotate it so that we get the right view. So you'll see that it's a bit on the messy side. So let's rotate it. Let's rotate it. Now we need to select it the right way we selected it. So so you'll see there's some residual there. So what I'm going to do is click the first one. See if I can get the second one roughly here. And then if I move around to here, I think I selected this one. Hold on, let me just switch it off and switch it back on. So I said 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, cool. So I did this and then there. So what I'll do now, we've got 4 items. I click preview. Now you can see the 2 overlaps of the 2 scans. It does look okay. So the red is the previous. And if we switch this on, you can see the green now as an overlap of the new possession. So what we'll do, as long as it fits within the rough values, we'll click apply. What it's going to do now is do the registration. It does take a minute, which is a lot faster than the Faro. But in terms of scanning on site, it's a lot faster. You see that the registration has moved itself together. Now that's all done, we can merge the two scans. So what we're going to do is click merge. It's going to just save it in all in one file and delete these and this. And what I'm going to do is click save, and I'll go to my downloads. Right. So now that's done, I can actually save file as different formats. So I can do a E57, which is normally used for the registration process. But before we do any of this, we can actually go and view the scan itself. So we'll switch this off, go into top view. Now that we have this, we can do a clipping box, and we're gonna see if it all looks good. You can see it's quite clean-ish to some extent. There's some overlaps there. That means some of the registration was not that great. So we need to remove those duplicates and remove all. So what we can do is we'll remove rectification. There we go. So what it's going to do is try to repair the scans, and then we remove any configuration. Okay, we'll just remove this. We'll do it. So that takes a while to process. So what it's going to do is remove any debris in the scans. just slightly cleaner, and then we can do in MLS clean. So I'm just going to remove all these debris in the point cloud. There we go. So we can save this one. It's not bad. Quality isn't the better than the Pharaohs, but it's good enough to do some basic drawings. You can see that the quality is pretty decent once it's processed properly. There we go. Let's see if you. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So let's see if we can AutoCAD and import this. I need to save it, of course. Oh, I already did it there on the desktop, so that's fine. Disabled cat on this. So copy these two on the computer. So hopefully we can work with this data. Obviously there are some cleanup issues that needs to be done because of the glass, but the majority of the time it's decent enough for a survey of low quality, especially when we don't need to do high level details, because a lot of the survey points can be picked up in that sense.